A long time ago, in a snowy forest in Germany, a brave young girl went to visit her grandma. One day, she met a clever and friendly wolf who wanted to trick her. But the girl was smart and knew how to stay safe. This story teaches us how being clever and watching out for tricks can help us stay safe and have adventures. Would you like to hear more about her exciting journey and how she outsmarted the tricky wolf? Let's discover the full story together. The morning sun peeked through my window as I packed my little basket with bread and berries. Today, I was going to visit Grandma, who lives deep in the forest. My bright red cloak fluttered as I stepped outside, feeling excited but somehow nervous about the woods. As I walked along the winding path, crunching through snow, I imagined the fairy tales I'd heard about clever girls and tricky wolves. My heart thumped with adventure, every sniff of the cold air sharpening my senses. I wondered what surprises I might find today. Suddenly, a dark shadow flickered at the edge of the trees. It was a big, gray wolf with shining eyes. "Hello, little girl," he growled softly. I froze, clutching my basket tighter. "Where are you going so early?" he asked, smiling a sly smile. My voice wavered a little, but I answered bravely, "To see my grandma. I bring her bread and berries." The wolf's eyes gleamed, he knew the woods well. "Wouldn't it be faster to take the shortcut through the thicket?" he suggested in a silky voice. I hesitated, feeling a tiny flutter of doubt. But I remembered my mother's words, "Be clever and careful. Never trust tricks." Still, the wolf's words sounded kind, almost like a promise of adventure. I nodded, unknowingly walking into his trap. The wolf, faster than I could imagine, took the shortcut himself. I kept walking the path, thinking about Grandma's warm smile and her cozy cottage. But suddenly, I realized something strange. The woods looked different, darker, colder. When I finally arrived at Grandma's house, the door was slightly open. I called out, "Grandma? It's me, Little Red Riding Hood." Inside, everything was silent. I stepped in carefully, my heart pounding like a drum in my chest. I saw Grandma lying in bed, but something was off. Her eyes looked strange and big, and her voice sounded different. "Grandma, what big eyes you have!" I exclaimed, feeling a prickly sense of fear creeping into my mind. The creature in Grandma's bed suddenly sat up. Oh no, it was the wolf. His voice was rough as he said, "The better to see you with, my dear." I wanted to run, but I remembered what my mother told me about being clever in danger. Thinking quickly, I grabbed a nearby basket and threw berries at the wolf's eyes. "Take that, tricky predator," I shouted, backing away. The wolf whimpered and shook his head, temporarily blinded by the berries' splash. I knew I had to be brave now. Snatching the opportunity, I ran out of the house and called for help. A woodsman nearby heard my shouts and rushed in swiftly. With his strong hands, he chased the wolf away, saving Grandma and me from his sly tricks. Later, as I sat by the fire with Grandma, I realized how important it was to listen to my own quick thinking. The wolf was clever, but I was cleverer because I stayed brave and cautious when it mattered most. From that day on, I never forgot that even in the darkest woods or thinnest of tricks, being clever and brave can keep you safe. And sometimes, a girl in a bright red cloak can outsmart even the cleverest wolf of all. The woods outside sparkled with new snow, but I knew my greatest adventure had taught me to watch out, think fast, and trust myself. And that's a story I'll carry forever, my own little tale of daring in the heart of Germany's woods.